From the founding of our congregation in 1845, the people of St. Lawrence have always been about the work of showing others how beautiful it is to live with Jesus. We began with this simple mission, and we proudly continue it today. The history of our congregation is rich with examples of God's people making personal sacrifices so that those in and around our community may come to know the love of Christ. At St. Lawrence, this is our purpose today and tomorrow, a purpose deeply rooted in time.
When you think back when these 14 settlers came over under all the types of adversities that we've read about, coming to a place that's all woods and trees, and where do you start? It had to be a fantastic challenge.
The faith that it must have taken those people to get on a boat with no Google Earth, no maps, and to head to some place they've never heard of and to begin this community. I mean, that's the kind of faith that you hope you have.
We have every reason to be thankful for our forefathers for establishing the church.
On the cemetery of St. Lawrence is my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather. And so St. Lawrence means a great deal to me.
Perhaps one of the more impressive aspects of our heritage is the way our congregation has provided wonderful facilities for worship and ministry. Particularly impressive is the flurry of building activity that took place during the years 1950 to 1970, when 5 major building programs were completed both at church and at school.
Yeah, we wouldn't have what we have without somebody else sacrificing way back when. I look at how St. Lawrence has grown, the church has grown.
I think that this is just a continuation of what people did in the past. When they saw a change, when they saw something that was needed, whether it was the church or the school, the congregation went ahead and did that.
There had to be sacrifice, no question about it.
The people 150, 170, 200 years ago, whatever that date was, definitely were looking out for the future when they built the new church that we have now. And 80 years ago, 70 years ago, when we built the school, a new school, they were looking out for the future. It's constantly growing.
I would relate back to history and say, look, our forefathers brought us to this point we're at, and it's our responsibility to see that our future generation will be following the same footsteps.
Today, God is calling this congregation that He has so richly blessed with a story deeply rooted in time to enrich that story by making sure that we continue it well into the future. We're planning to do that by building a facility that provides space for worship and ministry. And I'm inviting you to become a part of this exciting new chapter in our congregation's history by your cooperation, your prayers, and with your generous sacrificial gifts, so that we might continue to show the world how beautiful it is to live with Jesus.
We have to keep growing. I mean, look at all the families that we've been able to include and children we've been able to bring in because of what we've built.
That's one of the great things about St. Lawrence. It's always been willing to adapt and change to meet the future.
The church we have now is beautiful. It's awesome. I love it there. Why don't we want to give that same gift to future generations?